Hello, taxpayers and entrepreneurs. There are a lot of changes that you will see this year. Now, I don't want to say that they're new because a lot of those things that you're going to see this year are being enforced and they came as a result of the Tax and Jobs Act of 2017. However, due to COVID, there were a lot of things that we were able to look over, a lot of things that we were able to get away with. And by get away with, I mean that the government was lax and raised a few things so that our refunds would go up. Because what they understood about the Tax and Jobs Act of 2017 was that the rich got richer, business owners got deductions, but the middle class was pretty much wiped out and the poor were not getting anything. Trust me, you have to be destitute to get a refund to what you're accustomed to. You know, the 4 and 5 thousand, and you thought, oh, every year you would get it. You plan to do different things with it. It's not like that anymore. For those of you who have changed jobs, you know that. If you look at your W-4, the W-4, which had not changed in years, was finally changed, and so now it works against you taking out a lot so that you get a refund at the end. I think you need to watch and look at everything so that you know how much is coming out because you don't want to owe the government. Even if you're not going to get a big refund, basically the best scenario is to break even. They don't owe you and you don't owe them. And I know for some of you, you probably clutched your pearls, thought, no, I want my refund. So I'm just telling you, one of the biggest changes I noticed is that the child care and dependent care, you're not going to get all of that money back that you've been putting out on child care. The phase out for the maximum amount, I think it's like $3,000 or something. And the phase out starts at 15,000. So in other words, if your salary all year is over 15,000, they begin to phase out the maximum so you do not get back as much as you are accustomed to. And I thought that that was really, really sad because a lot of people spend a lot of money in daycare, right? And you're not going to get a lot of that back. And daycare is expensive. I mean, for what some of you have to pay, you would want the kids to learn 3 or 4 languages, and that's just not what's happening. And I understand it. It's a necessary expense, and it is a huge change that you're not going to be prepared for. I am doing the video because I want you to be aware. The other thing is I don't want you in desperation to run out, get your friends, y'all start playing with TurboTax, thinking, hey, I got to do it. I can make this money. I won't get caught. I won't do it this year. You just never know. There are so many things going on. They are pulling people. There are so many people who have entered into contract work, who have become subcontractors, so many 1099, which leads the IRS to audit more and more returns. They are always random, so you never know, but you also don't want to trigger anything because a small amount now that you think you're really getting that you can't survive without can cost you down the road for years to come. And it's just not a place you want to be. So be aware, be strategic, get a professional so that a person who will not only just do your taxes for this year, but also walk you through plans. You know, it is worth having somebody who looks at this stuff, who works on it all year, who does this professionally and not just a hobby. It's been your girl, the Queen Bee. Tax changes are coming. Be prepared, but most of all, be strategic. You cannot win if you're trying to just, if you're only I'm sorry, if your only come up is at the end of the year with taxes. That is not a winning situation. It's been your girl, the Queen Bee of Doing Business Better. Give me a call, taking serious clients only. Bye bye.